My name's Jamie Annandale. I'm 22 years old and I'm really into basketball. I follow the NBA. I hope to eventually get into med school and become, funnily enough, an oncologist. I had been having very severe depression for nearly 2 years. In that time I also had some very strange bouts of vomiting. I eventually started to develop double vision as well, partway through, which we initially thought was a side effect from one of my antidepressants. I ended up going to about 4 eye doctors, and one of them eventually took a scan of the back of my eye and saw a lot of swelling. He said, go get a brain scan. A week later I had a brain scan, found a tumour, pineal tumour. A week later I had brain surgery, and a week after that they told me it was a germinoma type of cancer. It was almost a relief when I was diagnosed because I had serious depression. I thought I was going crazy. After doing some research, we found that pineal tumours often result in mood problems. And so for me, it was an answer to my serious psychological issues. It was almost a fix for that, so it was almost a positive. It's shocking, but it was almost good after looking at and researching. With my surgery, I had one cut here and one cut here. For this one, they went back to the tumour and got a biopsy of it to find out what it was. And for this one, they went down and put a hole in the ventricle in my brain because where the tumour was, it was blocking the drainage down my spine. And so that just let fluid leak out and my brain shrank down to normal size again. Radiation was very fatiguing because it's every day for 25 days. It's a long time and it made you feel very tired. And then afterwards I had some vomiting problems. For about 2 months after treatment I was vomiting every morning. It eventually calmed down and it's good now, but it was not fun. I feel the biggest thing that changed about me during it is it really, for the period of time while you're sick, you lose your identity. You just become a sick person. And there's nothing else you could do, especially because I had brain surgery and I couldn't drive. So I had to rely on people. It was like being a teenager all over again. Like I had to rely on people to get me everywhere. Couldn't go out by myself, sort of thing. It was difficult. It was tough getting back into the car because it's a big confidence thing. After 6 months of not doing it, it felt really foreign to jump back in and try and drive it. It was just getting used to it again, took quite a while. There was one time where I felt like I wanted to give up, which was near the end of radiation, and I was just so tired and over having to get poked and prodded. And with radiation as well, you have a big cage that goes over your face, and so you're lying down on a bed with this mask, and luckily I'm not claustrophobic because if you were, it would really stress you out. But it takes a long time to get better, and through all the treatment it does get very repetitive, so I got sick of it by the end. I find solace in music a lot of the time, so that was for me a really good way to just calm down if I was feeling stressed about something or freaked out. It's just listening to some music. It brought me back to myself and it was very helpful. After radiation it was so hard having such a long period of doing no exercise and getting back into it, doing a little bit of basketball here and there, and then the pink and steel stuff was really good for me. It was just amazing to actually feel like I'm doing exercise again. Steel helped me get my energy levels back to a good level to be able to work and that sort of stuff. It's still not there and it's going to take a long time, but already in 4 or 5 months I can feel it being a lot better than it was. When I first went to my Steels appointment, I wasn't feeling great about my body in general because of the steroids they give you during chemo. I'd put on 10 kilos, so I felt sluggish, tired, and a little bit fat. But already I've dropped about 5 kilos. I feel a lot stronger physically and I have more stamina. So it's definitely helped a lot in such a small time, and I'm definitely going to keep going. I do feel like having cancer has made me stronger as a person. It really, you go through some really tough times and you have to learn to be able to fight them. There are always people there with you, but you have to learn to fight them yourself, and it makes you very resilient. I definitely recommend for any young person, any person at all who experiences cancer and then needs to get back into life to go do pink or steel, it really helped me build up my energy levels again and get back into working and doing what I love.